Peace and blessings, family. Welcome back to another episode of Learn with Shavern. So, in today's episode, we're going to talk about the 5 coolest inventions released so far at CES, right? Also formerly known as the Consumer Electronics Show for 2019. As I mentioned this past Saturday, CES, the trade show, was this week. So here we are, day 2 of the trade show. A couple of new things that they've released so far include some smart shoes, a smart belt, a device so that your mail doesn't get stolen, and tons of other cool things. But I'm going to go through each one of them, and I'm going to list off to you guys some really cool things about it. But next up, we're going to start off with discussing the smart shoe, who makes it, how much it costs, and what country it originated in, right? And the reason why the country is a big thing is because I have been mentioning to you guys about different countries coming out with different things. As I mentioned in the Russian robot army, as we know previously about the factory in China that's being made by other robots and so forth. But neither here nor there. Be mindful of the motions, people. So boom, the first invention we're going to discuss is called the smart shoes. The smart shoes was made by a company in France. So it's a French company. The name of the company, I think it's either pronounced Yvonne, but I want to say Ivani because that sounds more exotic, I guess. Anyhow, the smart shoe has built-in sensors and comes with different pricing modules. So, let me see. The reason why the smart shoe was invented is because it was meant to actually inform relatives if somebody trips. I can most ideally think of this like for kids maybe, or elderly, if we have elderly parents or grandparents, the two people that would mostly use something like this smart shoe. While the built-in sensor is meant to inform you as the able-bodied individual or responsible party if this person trips, falls, or is in distress in any form, right? The built-in sensors are meant to detect all of that stuff. I want you guys to notice the target populations I just mentioned, the young and the old. If any of you guys caught my video in which I spoke about Pepper, which is the artificial intelligence in the United Kingdom, that was Pepper's whole thing. If you watch the video on the speech, that was Pepper's whole thing about implementing the use of artificial intelligence with the youth and with the elderly. So it's interesting. We got a device recently dropped here at CES, right? Targeting that same exact population. So I just thought that was interesting. So the smart shoe actually comes with a couple different pricing models. I think you can either pay for it either $35 a month or $400 a year. None of these devices are cheap by any means. But you know what? Then again, if you're dropping like $200 in Jordans every week or every couple weeks or whatever the case may be, I guess if you hold off on buying 2 pairs of Jordans a month, you can afford something like this yearly for your grandparents or kids or whatever the case may be. Anyhow, the company Yvonne actually promises a new pair of shoes every year, which I think is actually kind of dope because that's kind of like a lifetime warranty type of thing, right? Even if your shoes go ragged down the end of the year. But it's interesting. Now, the next device, smart tech, that we're going to discuss is called the smart belt. The smart belt is designed to detect potential falls by analyzing your walking patterns and helping you keep track of your diets. For those of my health food freaks or my body conscious folks, the belt is designed to keep you in check from overeating, or it'll kind of scorn you if it feels like you're overindulging, if it senses that you've increased or girth, however that works. The sensor is meant to notify you, scold you if you're eating too much. The smart belt is made by a company called Welt Corp, and it costs about $200. I did not see where Welt Corp originated from, but if you guys are truly curious, you can go ahead and Google that. And the third item on the list is called a parcel guard. So for those of you, if you're sick and tired and sick and tired of your mail being stolen or your packages, or you live in a hood. You look at me, I'm sitting here doing a commercial for them, right? No, real talk though, but they have something called a parcel guard. It is a 40-pound slab of steel. Nobody, not even Smokey, is putting this on his back and riding his bike away with this, right? Then again, you never underestimate the Smokies in the hood. So this runs about $400. It costs about $400, and it's a 40-pound slab of steel meant to recognize a parcel service and allows a space for packages to be delivered and for mail to be inserted. And the parcel package delivery portion is on the side. When I share the link below, you guys are gonna see it. It literally, to me, it kind of looks like a giant paper shredder. That's what it reminded me of when I looked at it. But it was quite big. I had 40 pounds of steel. Sounds pretty heavy. So we're gonna go with that. That may be a winner. Now, the fourth item on the list is the most controversial one of them yet, and it is called Pivo. Some of fellow YouTubers that are out there, you may be familiar with this device. It's actually made by Facebook. It's a Facebook portal video. And what happens is it's a little device, you put it down and the camera follows you everywhere you go. So for the YouTubers or the people that do vlogs, if you're moving around or you're in motion or you're recording something, whatever the case may be, it's all hands-free. It's sensor detected, so it can follow you around. The reason why this device in particular is the most controversial is because what have I been saying for my past like 5 videos, right? This security issue, because if it can censor you, if this particular device can censor you while you want to use it, what's to say it's not censoring or monitoring you when you don't want to use it, right? So there's some privacy and security issues there that they're hashing out and working out. And we should also definitely be concerned about this Facebook portal video thing, because I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with it, but Facebook has all types of lawsuits going on in terms of their privacy issues that are being released, like information that they're releasing to different companies that they're selling, information. So they got all these different things going on with that. So little red flag there. Last but not least, on the top 5 coolest things at the CES inventions that have been released thus far is a airbag for cyclists. I think this is really cool because back in the day, how much would it have helped if we had an airbag to like kind of assist with you? But then it doesn't really help if the bike flips over, right? So unless they're gonna do something where like it super inflates like a boat size type of thing when the bike flips over. Otherwise, the little airbag thing in the face off the handle, I guess, is decent for now. Although I think airbags in cars actually hurt. So I don't know if the airbag, for the cyclists will actually hurt. But that one, oh wait, I forgot to even go back about the parcel guard, right? The parcel guard was $200 and the airbag for the cyclist is running about $650. The airbag for the cyclist is actually not going to be released to the public yet until March of 2019. And I wanted to add in a bonus one because they almost got me, y'all. They almost got me. I thought there wasn't going to be any invention. I'm like, oh yeah, these are cool. These are super cool. But there was one that really got me. Okay, amongst some of the inventions was a device that was created in Israel. Now, this device runs about $1,000 and it folds and sorts your laundry. That's how they got me, because if y'all been watching my video, I'm a single mom, so something like that could be super useful. Well, who wouldn't go ahead and save up my little pennies, earn my little stack, and buy something that's gonna sort my laundry, save me about like 6 hours? That's cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my show. Thank you guys so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, becoming Patreons. I am grateful for all of you guys. Peace and blessings, family. I wish you a positive, powerful, and productive day. And be wary. Be very wary of all these inventions.